Hello, my name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Mubarak Karim to all our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. And also a happy new month to all of you from Tap Tap Send in the whole Riase. As you already know, Tap Tap Send remains to be your number one, numero uno money transfer app you can ever find in the whole world. All you have to do is to go onto Google Play Store or App Store and download Tap Tap Send. The name is what? Tap Tap Send. Now, the testimonies from people is overwhelming. Everybody is giving the good testimony about Tap Tap Send because I've used it before and I understand how reliable, secure, and fast the app is. You, if you like, put it to a test and you'll see. So, what are you waiting for? Download Tap Tap Send now. Keep on sending the money to the loved ones and your family and let them appreciate you more. Remember the name. It's Tap Tap Send. Hey.
Tap Tap Send. Send more, spend less.
Hello, my name is Bismarck Ejapon. I'm a personal trainer here at Wembley Leisure Center. I am here to help you to achieve your health and fitness goals and also to transform your physique. I'm in the gym almost every single day. If I'm not here, you can come through to the casual area where you find my iPad stand and you can get in contact with me by filling in your details. If not, speak to a member of Better Gym staff and they'll be able to get in contact with myself.
Welcome back to another exciting edition of Sammy Flex Speaks. My name is Roland Amate. You know, when we sit like this, then education in a tankers is about to hit you, which is why you need to get relaxed, get some chilled mineral B or something, just something you can just chop on whilst you enjoy this particular content, because you know it is always exciting whenever we have an interaction like this. The comment section is definitely designed for you, which is why you shouldn't miss out whenever you want to make a contribution to this particular show. My name is Roland. Big thanks to Currency. Big thanks to Richie Flex. The big man is always in the studio with me. And you know, this man there, his name even is like, says it all.
Tell them all.
He's a gift to humanity.
Tell them.
His name is Oluwa Sammy Flex.
Yeah, the one God has chosen.
Big man, welcome.
God has given us Sammy Flex, and we will do the work of. What is on the table today?
So on the table, quick one. Medikal, Ghana, one of Ghana's finest musicians, has just released. We know he's just in the process of releasing his Planning and Plotting album.
Yeah.
And before that, he's been giving us back-to-back releases, including some being punches to other people. In his latest release has to do with, I remember he even made a post on social media that yes, he's seen the punches that are coming at him and all that, but he is also putting work to release the Planning and Plotting album. So his fans should just enjoy the interludes he's been releasing in recent time. And one of them is his latest release that has to do with titled Road Clear. He actually, I think, did this in Nigeria, if I am right, because it is out of Nigeria that he came up with this. So, whilst this, after this particular record dropped, there's one thing that has gone viral on the internet and has caught my attention. Has to do with him doing a dance challenge with his wife. That is Fela Makafui.
My name is Fela Makafui,
aka Fela Frempong, Mrs. Frempong.
Beautiful lady.
Yes, beautiful lady, very
intelligent and hard.
Oh yes, and hardworking. Hardworking. Yes. So he was seen doing a dance challenge with Fela Makafui, and I am tempted to ask, okay, looking at the influence of Fela Makafui and that of Medikal, we know usually when artists release songs, they tend to tap into the numbers of some of these influencers outside their own domain. So is this one of the benefits of entangling yourself with an influencer, a popular person, a celebrity? Because we know when you talk about celebrities having a relationship or merging as partners, it is a whole conversation altogether. Some people, to them, it's a no-go area.
Okay.
Some people are also scared. But with what we are seeing with Medikal and Fela Makafui, is this one of the advantages?
I won't say much here because they have done everything to prove critics wrong. There are some people who never expected Medikal and Fela Makafui to ride until now. And I think I've even mentioned this before, like even me at a point. I felt these are young people who have just been fascinated by each other's something. Maybe some love making, be maybe some fame, be maybe some popularity, be maybe some steezy, be, and they thought they could marry. I said this before, though not in camera. But now, looking at how they are growing, looking at their progress in life, I can tell you that they were destined to be.
Wow.
Yes, from what I've seen, if two people are not compatible, first year you can even see it.
So this is the missing rib, man.
They are destined to be.
Wow.
And they have been so smart to add business to their marriage.
I see.
I have dealt with one of their, should I call him business advisor, manager, as in Richie. I've forgotten his full name though. Richmond
yes, Amofa
Richmond Amofasapon. Thank you, Roland. And when Richmond Amofasapon speaks to you and he tells you about their business acumen, you tend to appreciate them even more. And I think over the years we've seen them. We saw them in a commercial. I think it is Pizza Man commercial or so.
Yeah.
We've seen them doing other commercials like perfumes,
product activation,
the two of them coming together to do some of these things, including Shagzy. Thank you. So if you follow them, you know that these guys, they know what they are up to and they know exactly what they are doing. So anytime I see them, I see business. To be frank, anytime I see Fela Makafui and Medikal, I see business even more than love and marriage. Yes, anytime I see them, because I see them to be sharp-minded and to have a friend like Shatawale. What else?
Hey.
Knowing their influence. So when I saw them dance, I said, yes, smart guys. They have released the song.
Road clear.
The song could be a favorite of Dance God Lloyd. He would dance with it. The song could be a favorite of the other one, Incredible Ziggy. He could dance to it, or maybe Aphrodita or any of these great dancers we have around. But I'm sure they would also sit back and go like, okay, maybe Incredible Ziggy has some millions. I also have millions.
Sure.
Maybe Dance God has some millions.
Sure.
I also have millions. Bring your millions. Let me also bring my millions. Let's do a thing in our room and put it out. And ever since they put this video out, I believe you've all seen.
Catch fire.
They actually are calling people to rate their dance moves. And that is what even did the magic. People are saying, oh, you did well than Medikal. You did better than Medikal. You did this, you did that, you did this. This is it. Star power to make money, not star power to misbehave. So to me, at the moment, I keep saying that if there is any star couple in Ghana as we speak, and we are doing any rating, I'll always put Medikal and Fela Makafui first.
On top.
They will come first. If there are any star couple rating we have to do in Ghana, Sammy Flex, I'll put Medikal and Fela Makafui first on top of the agenda.
Wow.
I don't know about others.
Wow.
So anytime I see them doing things on their own, I become so happy. I become so happy. I think when Medikal went for an interview on 3FM, 3 Media Network, he was asked, so sometimes because of your stardom with your wife, when it comes to business, that's Fela. He said, oh no, to them it is business. Oh. And I remember Medikal even said that even if they are not careful, a time will come that Medikal will even charge her to post something for her or something like that. So I see the two of them doing serious business, and I pray that it continues like how they've started. It's so beautiful. So that is a way of promoting their new song. It's called what?
Road Clear.
Road Clear.
Yes.
And I love that mask he was wearing that.
Road Clear, no police.
What's the meaning of that? Mask needs any more time.
No police.
Oh my goodness. So Charlie, congrats to them. We wish them
Congratulations
well.
to
They
Medikal.
should continue doing. And look at even the way Medikal was even able to reconnect with the ex again. And from public space, we did not see any negative thing happening. If it happened indoors, that's fine. But in the public space where we are all monitoring, we did not see any negative thing. And it's a big deal. So we wish them well. And I pray that they continue to achieve more with this.
So from one promotion to the other, not long ago, our very own, he calls himself the nation's worshipper. Here we have a nation's blogger here in the studio. But generally, Brother Sammy has tagged himself the nation's worshipper. And in fact, recently he released his album. That is the album titled Masen Remu Biem. That is the name or the title of the album. He did this launch on the 23rd of April 2023 in Kumasi Cultural Center, that is Apata Kesiase. And in fact, the personalities that joined him on the night for this particular show was huge. So many people, including one of his known rivals in the space, that is Ernesto Poku, also gracing this particular occasion to support a brother launch his album. It was a very beautiful launch. Over the weekend, there was a discussion about one of the methods Brother Sammy used in promoting this particular event. And one person like another Samuel Bedu, in fact, one of the headlines that have been flying as far as his comments is concerned is this foolishness must stop. To him, the method is so bad that it is creating a dent on the gospel artistry in general, even on gospel artists in recent times, and the whole gospel fraternity. To him, he feels the sensationalism attached to the gospel people is becoming unbecoming. There is a video to it. I'm sure you'll be wondering, what's up? What did Brother Sammy do? Why is another Samuel Bedu lashing him like that? And in fact, some people like Ernesto Poku them saw chop stray bullets.
Of
Simple.
course. Then chop them simple.
Let's go take a quick look at the video. When we come back, I am asking from one Sammy to another in the studio here. Is there something wrong with what is going on? Or another Samuel Bedu is overreacting? Stick and stay, we'll be right back.
Hello. Me say the kwesi ada we ya brother Sammy lunch no basso live. Me say the basso live 2 p.m. Share me shake your body shake yan to my radio what I see. Yan
me pesa. I won't say nyame djuma, I won't say obese.
They tell me say nyame djuma see nyina your baby. What you say? Nyina it me ba me ya betuntum nyame shake your body shake.
Ma to the order betuntum nyame a de mate. Sunday we are on the moon share. Oh, cultural center 2 p.m.
Basso live.
Shake it with the fashion
shake your body. Basso live.
Me tell you na me bon pa ese Yakobon be ma me abotre. Yeah. Because Jimmy ya does dodo. The point is, in the house of the Lord, in the who you know, very shameful. Very disturbing and very troubling. See, these are some of the silly things and now omoye Jerusalem temple no more Jesus train about because in the eyes of the Lord is an eyesore. Who say in fan channel. But you see, o friend na Caribbean or ye remorseful. Yeah, apologetic. And Quebec say okay. Yeah. Or no yeah, but I realize say we dear. Or go overboard. But here he is, justifying and actually making mockery of or more problem with it. See, Brother Sammy, he is gifted and all, but he should stop fooling with the gospel. Fooling in AI too much. How on earth? Me, you are sorry, I don't know about you. 40 years of the gospel, peace in so watch it. Booty, I don't know. Rasta me and too much. But yeah, you knew was sorry, you follow a sorry no. This mean who will be that. See, and let's put the again into proper perspective. Also, not in his justification, or can say, oh, sorry now, endowed, I will shake it. That's different. You were a lot of well endowed man, sorry him. and no fault of theirs. So oyen who be na body ni be shaky yet ase no omo kwa no omo nim sa no omo shatade a ebe cover omo body no, we know that. But this is a gentleman or he inviting multitude to the church. You see the difference? He's actually inviting, it's like evangelism. Or inviting kofobi so we me Nyankopon ewa into momra, and this is the way we go about it. This is madness. This is silly. And he has the effrontery to actually defend it. See, if we're in the olden days, those times are Anka Nyankopon onye so forgiving now. Oh, thunder, fire, you if you fast. Because you cannot do this in the house of the Lord. It is abominable. See, but I don't blame Brother Sammy. Because over the period, he's watching or your unorthodox or your unconventional. They say, you say, Christ like no on Penisa. But it's not Ghana, honey, or man, we must so some. We know. I can list you all the name of why and Shada and talk Christo Aquimo. But it's an oh, his Brother Sammy, he's controversial. That's how come he has the effort to actually pull this stunt. So I started to all year and a painful bit as a phobia friend on Casabra. Nyambe som no yenye sa we nim so person ye say but men yen say yantiano from the beginning and na koswa na be level way Akeban is saying in the house of the Lord about be shaking the tongue to invite us to Christ. Are you crazy? But let's not play with the gospel. Let's not mess with the gospel at all. This is bad. And video ever told you, machine waiting for people of the Lord to actually come and condemn him publicly. We are watching. And when we do that, we embolden him to do more. So now starting first now, he say, who are we dear about the period? So he feels that it is normal. But it is not. And that's why I'm excited to say, Tego says no PSA more condemning. I come and condemn. Because this is not good. Anybody be also a representation of Christ, or society this is bad, and we need to condemn and tell brothers that who Jimmy with the gospel. You are gifted. Focus on your gifts, and elevate the gospel. And so if Kwabra say if this is the way we used to invite us to church, then what's the point? Then I must, because me who were more in the club, then I must well go to the club and see more. This is not the way to go. So why are we treating this brother Sammy with kid gloves? This is sickness. And he really must be regretful. Wait, how? In the name of the Lord, I say, this is how you invite people to the church? No. Oh, come on. See, my disappointment in the Sepoko, I didn't even know in the Sepoko craft or you should stand to actually do and also for him. Some same who and probably are affected in the Sepoko. Because in the Sepoko, I know you don't need publicity stunts to win souls or to call people to Christ. Of all the years I hear gospel, who now says why this is about the second time I wear anniversary. Why do you need a stunt? Like I send a gospel for the stunts, then what do you do? What is going on here? To the point where in days leading to the anniversary or sort of bass and a baby man blowjob, are you mad? How do you use this story to sell a show? Gospel artists say what to come what done will be more blowjob. I'll rather than Yakupo. How come my bulldog come away? No. I will draw. No, I will draw. He has moment up. I will draw. His withdrawal was. But seriously, Charlie, the way we are going with the gospel party, Charlie, you are careful. Maybe the God of old would come and clear us.
The God he changed now. He
changed. He's been merciful.
Maybe Jesus with the warrior. Jesus the warrior.
Words now strong and you marry.
No, but Charlie busy. It's too much. We do not do this in the house of the Lord.
Jesus.
Come on. Charlie.
Welcome back. Brother Sammy. So I think I have written down some things that I want us to consider briefly. Hit me. Just brief, something brief, then we run away from here. So Arnold was not happy that Brother Sammy used that strategy. He's sad and angry.
Yes, and again he he made mention of Ernesto Poku's sleeping in a bus blow
Yes.
job. That one, I think I agree with him. Even if it happened, it was not for public consumption.
Okay.
That is where I agree with him. It could happen for real. Anything at all can happen. The other day, Nana Reagan said a lady raped her.
Him.
Okay, raped him. All these things are possibilities. But are they for public consumption? No. So on the part where he blasted Ernesto Poku for that thing, I agree. But let's come to Brother Sammy's point, where Brother Sammy was seen in a video of a lady who was shaking her booty
her boom
and in the name of promoting
the concert.
First of all, the lady, is it her fault to get a big ass?
No.
Are you sure that if the lady had not gotten that big ass, it would have given us the reaction it did?
Some people are concerned the way she was particular about shaking.
I'm just asking questions.
Okay.
These are rhetorical questions. You can choose to respond or not. So what I mean is that, is it the lady's fault to have big ass?
No.
No. Point one. Point two. Is it also, is the video we have seen, was it going to invoke the same reactions we have seen if it had come from a lady who had no ass?
No. Definitely not.
Like you watch and pass.
Oh, no, not to fear there.
Like you watch and pass. But you see, I'm here asking myself that, oh, all these people are God's creations. Forget about the fact that now people have a way of increasing their bum. That's fine. The size of their bum, that's fine. Let's forget about the fact that. Let's look at those who are naturally blessed and endowed.
Kaish.
There are some people, when they are walking keke, and you follow them,
That's quick.
what you see, only God can help you. It happens. Me, when I'm home and my wife is walking around, what I see, it takes grace to control.
Oh, indeed, grace.
Yes, it takes grace.
Indeed.
You see, grace. Yeah, dang. Chinami. Now, we want these guys, gospel guys, to do ministry as well as to do industry.
Sure.
The ministry will be the religious part or the faith part. And the industry part is what we just watched.
Wow.
Why do we think if Brother Sammy does it, it is wrong? But for a stone boy, a Shatawale, a Sarkodie to do it, and I'm sure Arnold himself would even post to support, because he has been a supporter of all these guys. He will post to support that, guys, you guys are promoting yourself. We are making the gospel guys always lack in the area of industry. Now, go online. Let's check in terms of numbers competition. Apart from some few gospel artists like the Dynamite Hamiltons, maybe the Joe Metals, PACA Dems, apart from them, most of the guys are lagging behind when it comes to numbers.
Sure.
They don't have numbers. Why do you think the other guys have numbers? It is because of some of these things. That is why they have all the Biburija numbers we see, because of some of these things. So if the gospel artist sees that after satisfying the faith, I'm sure Brother Sammy might have prayed in his room. If he sees that after satisfying the faith, if I come forward to do this for the industry, to me, I think we should slow down in chastising him. Enough said. Personally, I got a call from my sister abroad, Birmingham, UK.
Okay.
Who called me and sent me a message that, Uncle Sam, I want to send a message to another summer builder. I said, what message is that? Then she sent a voice note. If it becomes necessary, I'll let Richie play the voice note. Where she was full of praise for Arnold for lambasting Brother Sammy.
Oh, you are?
Is it? Uncle Sammy, I wish I was in Ghana. Like I'll put Arnold at my back. I'm so happy that he lambasted him. Brother Sammy is feeling so relax it. Don't go abutre. Of course, Arnold was doing his work. His position is spot on. That is what he thinks. But on the other side, I can also think this way. He thinks that it is condemnable. That's fine. But I can also think that when you look at industry will not condemn this.
No.
Faith will condemn it. No two ways about that.
Fact.
Religion will condemn it.
Fact.
Will industry condemn it?
No.
No. So why are we not looking at that direction as well? Because that is where the world is also looking at. Our gospel artists not to compete, they are also to compete. If they are to compete, they cannot compete spiritually. They cannot compete in the faith. They cannot compete religiously. They also have to compete on the same line.
Physical.
Now, I'm saying that, does it mean because someone has big ass, the person will go to heaven? And me, now, even after watching the exchanges, Brother Sammy even came and said, oh, Tobo. And the girl said, oh, me too. I want to come to the church to also praise my maker.
Sure.
Are we preventing people with big ass from coming to the church to praise their maker? Don't we go to church and see some girls with these kind of asses dancing and shaking their ass, whether willingly or unwillingly?
Boys even follow them to church because of
we have seen some videos of some girls in church. There was some video, it was a video of a lady who was singing. She was leading praise or worship or something like that. The girl's hips now no did Gina Nim Hono.
Oh, background, remember.
Obia was I know dear Begina Nim Ho and Autonom. So what? Because she has big hips, she shouldn't sing.
Praise God.
Or because she has big wigs, big hips, she should go and wear sack. Bottom man, no, she. No, so I think that Brother Sammy has enjoyed some bashing a little bit on that video. I think as an industry, let's look at the other side too.
Okay.
Yes, so many people were not happy with that. That's fine. But as an industry, let's relax in crucifying him. Let's look at the other side. Can we also pardon him a little bit that maybe he was satisfying industry too? And me watching the video, I did not see anything wrong with it like that, though, to be frank. All this while then, I've seen Arnold's video. I've watched what he said on, I think, Ghana. I read the story on Ghana Web. Okay. I've seen some headlines here and there. But to be frank, I had not seen the video. So today, it was out of my sister's message. That's why I said, I didn't cry to see it.
Brother Sammy.
Yeah. Then I came to watch and I said, oh, wait. Then the other one he talked about was, they did some fake IPB where Brother Sammy and
Ernesto
Poku were seen in a video to be fighting or something like that. Once again, I'm sure anybody who understands entertainment business, media, would know that when it comes to stunts, it is part of our game. And nobody who is an entertainment journalist will condemn stunts, including Arnold. Because I know with his position as an entertainment journalist,
he's even made comments to say that stunt is part of the game.
Nobody can condemn it. He has been an entertainment editor, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. So he will never condemn stunt. So why would we let stunt be good in the industry? Why would we let stunt be good for some people, but a gospel artist does a stunt and yay? If we can, then we should stop them from doing anything industry. Awards, they should stop competing. Numbers, we should stop asking for their numbers. We should not ask about their streaming numbers. We should not talk about how active they are online. Other than family online, I'm from Bible. Now, because yada baba, me yo, and then umpara, my break now. Oh, they're better. What's an aben say? Oh, Baba, yes, spiritual is better. No, so I did kakra better. Stay numbers kakra more condemn you. Pacho, mun tumobo. I did not come here to do PR. Roland asked me, and I think I had this to say.
Okay.
It is an industry. Let's allow them to also have a fair share of it. These women are creations of God. Men, don't we admire women?
We admire them.
I'm sure Arnold even admires women with big shape.
Oh, yes.
I know what I'm saying.
Oh, yes.
Because I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying because
you know
I know what I'm saying. So please, let's relax for Brother Sammy. Enough of the bashment. At least it's enough. Now he's done with his album launch. One problem that I'm hearing is that if you want to go online to go and check his album, it's not there. I heard the Brother Sammy and Yadi. I've seen some people talking about it that you launched an album. we want to listen because we might not be able to buy CDs. Let's go online to get the album. It is not there. I've seen some few people commenting on that. That one, I think he needs to. You see, once again, this is the industry I'm talking about.
Okay.
He needs to satisfy the industry bit of his career, else he will be left behind. But apart from that, Charlie, BBI is fine.
Okay, so that is from the big man. According to him, in fact, let Brother Sammy breathe a little bit. The bashment is okay. He suffered enough. Yes, he knows. Yes, definitely some people wouldn't agree with him. I don't know what you also think. Maybe you agree with his sister in the UK. Or you agree with him also, saying that he sees nothing wrong with it. Whichever ways, let us hear from you in the comment section. But don't forget to follow the YouTube community guidelines. Let me say big ups to my big man in the studio, big ups to Currency, big ups to Richie Flex. My name is Roland Amate. We will meet you on the next episode. Bye-bye.